Isn't. Oh, everybody's got their favorite flavor. There's this one that has mango and pineapple and passion. Oh God, I love it. In fact, I think I need one right after this conversation. Now, Blue Skies are actually spearheading something very important. You know, we've been talking about plastic waste here in Ghana. Well, as it turns out, they are championing something called the Fresh Produce Impact Hub, or Blue Skies Freshppact Initiative. Okay, now it's something that they're doing because they've been awarded a UK aid grant. Sorry. Now this is what they're doing. Okay, it's an industry research and development hub. They want to find solutions to sustainability challenges. Okay, and they've shortlisted 5 solutions which have the potential to mitigate plastics pollution in Ghana. Yeah, we've been talking about that, haven't we? So let's find out a little bit more about Freshppact and how it might be the game changer for one of our biggest headaches here in this country, plastics pollution. Our guests to help us understand are Alistair Jamete, who is the Foundation and Corporate Affairs Manager for Blue Skies Ghana Limited. Hi, Alistair, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
And Dr. Dilshad Sawa. I hope I've said your name right.
Correctly, yes.
I practiced. Dr. Sawa is Associate Professor at the University of Northampton, an institution I know quite well, actually. It's very nice to have you in the studio, Dr. Sawa and Alistair Jamete.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so maybe we'll start at the beginning. Well, what is Freshppact?
So Freshppact is a research and development hub, and it looks at working with organisations to develop new ideas in terms of dealing with plastic pollution.
Okay, all right. Now, why is it necessary? Why has it become important to do this?
Well,
Okay, so it's become very necessary now, especially. Yes, so thank you very much for having us.
Sure.
And thanks for being a good patron of Blue Skies.
I love it.
I know, right? Well, so you know Blue Skies, we are an agribusiness, basically processing fresh fruits and fresh fruit products for major supermarkets in Europe and then the local market. Along the value chain, over the years, we have observed wide challenges with regards to plastics. If you look at our operations, our workwear are made up of plastics. Most of the farms, they use plastic mulch to grow pineapples and other crops. Our packagings are usually in plastic. I know as a country, we have been talking about the challenges of plastics, and I listened to your documentary yesterday, so clearly presented, and that we so much associate with. But we think that as a country, we have been talking for far too long. The challenges of plastics, almost every year we add on and we keep talking, and more plastics, we keep talking. We think that the talking is enough. What must we do to mitigate the challenges of plastics in the environment? And so this whole Freshppact idea is to create a forum where different organizations will come together and share ideas. And so several ideas have been propounded, and we think that it is always important for us to try some of these ideas so that we see how feasible they will become. And if it works out, then that's the solution. So that's our plan. And we are looking at the agriculture sector first. So we are looking at plastic mulch that we use in growing pineapple. Can we get an alternative? Can we get a biodegradable one? What are the options that are available? Because it's a necessary evil. It will be very difficult for our planet to do without plastics at this stage. So what must we do in order to keep the environment safe, to keep ourselves safe, and then we'll continue? Because the UN, like I indicated a while ago, a report has indicated that in the next 10 years, if nothing is done about plastics, especially in Africa, we are going to have more plastics in the soil than we have in the sea. And you can imagine the consequences of having plastic in the soil will be difficult. Our food crisis will get worse. Indeed. So we need to do something. And that is the reason why we think it is necessary for us to take action now, and instead of continuing talking.
Well, if you just joined us, we're talking to Alistair Jamete, who is from Blue Skies Ghana Limited. He's their Foundation and Corporate Affairs Manager. And Dr. Dilshad Sawa, who is Associate Professor at the University of Northampton. They're working together on something called Freshppact, which is aimed at delivering some solutions, potential solutions, to our plastics pollution problem here in Ghana. So, I mean, Blue Skies and University of Northampton working together on this. Who else is in this league of earth savers?
So there's quite a few partners involved. So we have Waitrose, FPC, HPW, Pima Fruit, Fruit Veg. There's a full consortium of members. We've got Africa Skills Hub, University of Nottingham involved, the Food People, and the University of Northampton is coordinating the research and project managing with partners.
Okay. And this is all aimed at Ghana. Why? And exactly how are we hoping that Ghana will benefit from this?
So I think there will be so much benefit for us to accrue from this project when it's successful. We have all enumerated the challenges like we have indicated. It's just a matter of time. The rains are just about to come, and once they come, the flooding problems will start in the capital city of Accra. And you see majority of these things are caused by plastics. There's no doubt about that. You move around, you see plastics everywhere. The challenge is how do we turn this into something more positive for our own use? So we think that if we're able to create an industry around plastics recycling, definitely it's going to create jobs, it will enhance the socio-economic development, and to give us a future for our country, because then our food security challenges will somehow be curtailed, because now we don't even have major challenges with the soil, and then we cannot even feed ourselves. So can you imagine when we complicate it with adding plastic pollution to the soil? I don't know what else will happen. So I think there'll be so much benefit for us as a people, and then it will also help us to keep our environment clean.
So where is this happening? Where are you implementing this project? Where in Ghana?
So we are doing it along the Blue Skies operational area. So we are trialing some of the great ideas that have come from this consortium. So we are looking at plastic mulch. What are the alternatives? So people have come up with so many suggestions. We think that the funding available should help us to initiate the process. And so we are going to try some of these activities and to see how successful they become. If they become successful, then voila, we are in for a game. And so that's what the university is helping us to champion. And they are looking at all the ideas that have been propounded, which ones are feasible, how would they work, how would they impact the economy, the environment. So we are coming to take off with the second. This is the project that has started some few years back, I think somewhere last year. So we are in the second stage, which is trialing the ideas that have come forth. And once we get through to that, then we'll go to the next stage where we'll expand those ideas and create an industry around that, so that we'll be able to achieve the objectives that we set for ourselves.
We're talking to Alistair and Dr. Dilshad. They're telling us all about Freshppact, which is an initiative being spearheaded by Blue Skies in partnership with the University of Northampton, all under a UK aid grant. And the idea is to aim some solutions at Ghana's plastics pollution problem. So how about some timelines? I mean, when is it all going to begin, and how is it going to unfold?
It's already started.
Oh, nice.
So we're in the second stage, and we're looking at starting phase 3 in March 23rd of March. The third
Excellent.
phase.
Okay. Well, listen, this is something exciting. I think you've certainly got us all excited about it. We were worried yesterday about the plastics problem. Today we're excited that there might be at least 5 potential solutions for us to consider. All right, final thoughts. What was that one thing you want to leave in the mind of the listener today on this matter?
Well, so I would want to leave our listeners with a quotation, and I would want to quote from a renowned African professor, Professor Pierlo Lumumba.
Oh, I thought you were going to quote me.
Oh, you see, I'll quote you tomorrow. So he said something very impressive. He said all the challenges that we have, and all the ideas that we have, and all the things that we wish could be done. They can be done, they must be done, and they should be done. If they are not done, we are done.
Love it.
Thank you.
Love it. Alice, final thoughts from you, Doc?
I would just like to say let's work together and make an impact, a positive impact, and mitigate plastic pollution.
No doubt. If we do it together, that's our best chance, isn't it?
Thank you.
Dr. Dilshad Sawa is Associate Professor at the University of Northampton. Alistair Jamete is Foundation and Corporate Affairs Manager at Blue Skies Ghana Limited. So glad you could both join us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
All
you.
the very best.